welcome in. It is Major Arena Soccer League. Proud to welcome you to MASL Soccer on MASL TV. It's Utica City FC coming in against the Harrisburg Heat, who are 0-1 to start the season. I'm Dave McHugh. Welcome in as it's the home opener for the Heat for the 24-25 season. Utica comes in having split the West Coast trip last weekend. They got a 9-6 win over the Empire Strikers with 4 goals in the fourth quarter to get that victory, but lost a heartbreaker to San Diego, 6-5 in overtime. Thought they had the game winner. It was disallowed under review due to a foul. Harrisburg comes in having not played since December 8th in the opener down in Baltimore, lost a heartbreaker 8-6. Again, Harrisburg looking for the win here at home. They have not beaten Utica in over a season, going 0-6 last season. Would love to get off to a strong start here tonight. Utica, in the meantime, still road warriors, haven't gotten a home game yet. Will look to keep going strong before returning to upstate New York. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the first kick. You're watching MASL TV.
Fremont Mortgage Group, with a 5-star rating and over 30 years of helping home buyers and homeowners. Fremont is recognized as one of the top lenders. Refinance, home purchase, commercial loans, SBA loans, and zero money down programs offered. Complimentary home warranty on qualifying purchases too. For more information, contact them at fremontmortgage.com or 800-955-8508. And available 7 days a week. NMLS number 1846.
The best way to improve is to train with the pros. The Heat run camps and clinics year-round. Contact Kevin at harrisburgheat.com. Boys and girls, indoor and outdoor. harrisburgheat.com.
The Heat are excited to announce the Heat Score 4 promotion thanks to our friends at Papa John's of Harrisburg and Central Pennsylvania. Whenever the Heat score 4 or more goals in any game, home or away, you can use code HEAT4 anytime over the following week at papajohns.com or on the Papa John's app to save 40% on your entire order. That's code HEAT4 for 40% off your online Papa John's order the entire week after any game where the Heat score 4.
Register your son or daughter for a Heat clinic run by Heat players pregame, and it includes a game ticket. To find out how, go to harrisburgheat.com.
Welcome back in as we get ready for the home opener here for the Harrisburg Heat taking on Utica City FC, and a matchup that certainly these two teams not unfamiliar. Again, Harrisburg did not get a win last year against Utica. It's all 6 matchups looking to get off the snide here tonight. For Utica, one player to keep an eye on is Kevin Valeria. 6 goals and assists in the opening 2 games of the season. For Harrisburg, they'll have Joey Tavernese, got a hat trick against Baltimore, looking to add to 183 career goals. As the fans fill in to the Equine Arena at PA Farmshow Complex here in Harrisburg, getting ready again for the home opener. Mitres, the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League, established in 1817. Mitres, one of the leading soccer brands worldwide, produces some of the best soccer balls in the world. Learn more at mitre.com. Getting ready for opening coin flip as these two teams renew acquaintances. Utica again hasn't played a game yet at home. This will finish up. They'll actually play the Heat in a week's time up in Utica. But they got to start with 3 on the road. Harrisburg's going to play 2 this weekend at home. They'll renew acquaintances with Baltimore coming up tomorrow as they hope to get off to a strong start and put last season behind them after a disappointing year for the Heat. Whereas Utica trying to build on the success that they've got going, hoping to get into yet another MASL postseason. Your Harrisburg Heat will be in white going right to, correction, Utica's going to be in white going right to left here. Harrisburg's going to be in their purple going left to right in this opening quarter. Of course, visiting team has the kick as we get ready to start things off. A lot of youth in the game tonight, thanks to a youth tournament held prior to today's event. So we are underway and rolling. Quickly downfield goes Utica, bounced off the walls, but a good job of swallowing that up is the Heat goalie. It's a nice throw downfield just before the yellow line, getting it to bounce, but cannot hold on to possession. Can Harrisburg, but they keep it in, but can't do anything with it. Good try on the long release. Patience being shown by Utica City FC. With a little bit of a pressure coming from the Heat. Malcolm Harris trying to apply the pressure in the corner. He gets beat quickly upfield. Cross, shot, goal. And it's an early one for Utica City. Just a minute into this one. Goal scored on the nice cross. Hugo Silva back between the posts for Harrisburg. Rio de Janeiro Brazilian returns to the Heat. He played here between 2016 and 2018. Played the last 5 seasons with the Florida Tropics. Got his visa approved and everything to get out here. And the vet hoping to give Harrisburg some stability. Dantas picked up the assist on that for Utica FC, adding to his illustrious totals. 108 assists now. He's got 2 of them this season. And his career is strong. So Utica off to a strong start. Harrisburg with possession though. Into the offensive end, nice cross, but it's covered well in front. For Utica in goal, it is Andrew Coughlin, who's now started all 3 games. The Syracuse, New York native. Who last season was 5th in the league in save percentage and 6th in goals against average. It will be a tough one to beat. Comes in with a .582 goal against average in 2 games and a .547 in his career. He's a stingy goalie. In the meantime, the Heat, no way Avila out there trying to spring the offense. He steps out and they reset. Long service there from Silva. Possession opportunity here for Wright. Took a shot, missed it wide, goes out, and it'll be a restart in the corner. A reminder, Ort Signs, the official sign sponsor of the Heat. See plenty of signs throughout the building. You get a chance to look at the Heat lining things up here. Waiting for a soccer ball to get put back in play. Gives us a chance to remind you that MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and so much more. Just head to MASLsoccer.com. Game number 2 for the Heat on the season, though they haven't played since December 8th. Down at Baltimore at Towson Arena. Utica Road Warriors at this point. West Coast swing last weekend. Finishing up in San Diego. We'll talk more about that controversial end. Is pushing the pace here. Trying to get an opportunity, it missed out. Harrisburg tried to transition. They'll get it back. Couldn't hold on to it was Riley Yuri. Played for the Empire Strikers last season, playing for the Heat this year in his first game for the Heat. Way up ahead to Panton. Heat settling in, now trying to find an opportunity in front. Panton that nearly pulled it off. The Bowie, Maryland native nearly tied this one up. He continued to put on pressure. Fury along the boards gets a foot to it. Utica FC comes up with it. Turn it over yet again. Dominic Francis this time with a hard lift. He's got the captain's armband. Heat looking to try this up. 4 minutes in to this, 1-0 Utica FC on a goal in the opening minute in transition. Cross far side, Joey Tavanese. He can't hold on to possession. Utica FC will use Coughlin to kick it downfield. Silva, who's not afraid to come out of his cage, distributes down. Ville will play it back to Bradley Kerstetter. Nice little play on the far side. Opportunity, shot, save. Anthony Wright was looking for the transition goal. Foul called on the Heat. They'll get a restart there, but a near score from Wright. He's only got one goal in his career. He's looking for number 2 there. Just up ahead. Oliveira, pass in front, disguised as a shot. Now we got an injured Heat player in a collision by the goalpost. And while it's not a relevant factor this time, there is the rule this year that should an injured player be down on the turf for more than 15 seconds, a trainer will be called automatically and they have to come out. But that one definitely looks a little bit more than maybe an injury. A chance to see that transition again. There's the win on the corner. There's the cross, and it looks like on the clearance attempt may have twisted an ankle. So they're looking at the left knee instead. Oh, he got tied up in his opponent's foot and turned. Hopefully it's just a little bit of a slight twist and he will be okay. Back to his feet and limping a little bit. And is Gavin Taylor. Taylor, the Jacksonville, Florida defender in his rookie year in the MASL. Dalton State graduate, playing in his second game. We'll see if he can get back in. He's a strong defender for this Heat squad. For 32 years, Fremont has been an industry leader in service and education. Don't make a 30-year mistake by choosing the wrong lender. Choose wisely and call Fremont. Fremont is growing. If you're a branch, team, or individual looking for a better opportunity, contact Fremont at info@fremont.com and MLS number 2893. Ball's going to go out, and Utica's going to get the opportunity to restart in the corner. Near full line change there, quick shot, Silva the save. Heck of a shot from Dantas there, coming in off the bench. Silva makes a dramatic save in his first start for the Heat this season. Nice transition there, Gerson with the ball. And he is kept from getting there by Zach Perry, and Silva will pick it up. Distribute outside to Perry. Oh, and a missed touch by Silva off the post, though. Utica FC wants a foul call. They don't get it. The goalie's best friend comes up big. Here come the Heat. Into the corner. Harris with the ball. Puts it in front. Cleared out. Settled down by Francis. Shot high. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And Silva got a little bit lucky there. The mishandle. Ball off the post. Then Francis' shot sails just over the crossbar. So we got 9:08 remaining here, first quarter, between Utica City FC and the Harrisburg Heat. Heck of a transition there between a near goal and an almost goal on the other end. That's the excitement of indoor soccer. Game can change in a heartbeat. Ask Utica FC last weekend. Minutes into overtime, had the game winner on a turnover. Oliveira got the turnover, got the cross, they buried it, looked like they had a win. But a review on the turnover showed that Oliveira's arm, in my opinion, inadvertently hit the player he had stolen the ball from in the face. Despite the referee looking right at it, they reviewed it and called the foul and disallowed the goal. Pretty controversial call. And that resulted in the Sockers later scoring themselves, and Utica FC scores there as Denitz picks it up. It's a 2-0 lead now for Utica FC. Diaz picks up his second goal this season. Brockton, Massachusetts native who had 19 goals last year makes it a 2-0 lead for Utica FC, as you got a chance to see that trend, that nice passing. Here come the Heat. Chance shot. Save by Coughlin. That time Zach Perry coming up big. Could not find the back of that. So far the Heat's defense with most of the shooting and opportunities. That one broken up by Avila. He'll play it back to Silva. He puts it up into the ceiling, and that will draw a whistle. And that will take us to our first break. 7:38 left, first quarter. Utica City leading Harrisburg here on MASL TV.
The Heat are excited to announce the Heat Score 4 promotion thanks to our friends at Papa John's of Harrisburg and Central Pennsylvania. Whenever the Heat score 4 or more goals in any game, home or away, you can use code HEAT4 anytime over the following week at papajohns.com or on the Papa John's app to save 40% on your entire order. That's code HEAT4 for 40% off your online Papa John's order the entire week after any game where the Heat score 4.
Register your team in the Heat Youth Tournaments. You get game tickets, minimum of 3 games, MASL officials, medals for the winners, on field with the Heat players pregame, and much more. Get your team in today at harrisburgheat.com.
What we do? What are you guys going to yell? Yes!
Register your son or daughter for a Heat clinic run by Heat players pregame, and it includes a game ticket. To find out how, go to harrisburgheat.com. Register your team in the Heat Youth Tournaments. You get game tickets, minimum of 3 games, MASL officials, medals for the winners, on field with the Heat players pregame, and much more. Get your team in today at harrisburgheat.com.
What we do? What are you guys going to yell? Yes!
Welcome back to Harrisburg and MASL soccer action between Utica City FC and Harrisburg. And so far, Utica City's got the 2-0 lead on goals by Berger and Denitz They get the restart here. That one shot well over the crossbar. Complete miss on that occasion. Sergio Pinal with that last shot. Wearing number 33 for Utica City. He's had a couple of chances. Nearly got that one, but got way underneath it. Harrisburg Heat still haven't scored yet. They've had a few opportunities, but so far Utica FC's defense has made it very difficult in the final third. It's been mainly defenders for the Heat that have had the best opportunities, including Francis, who's sailed a couple high. In the meantime, Utica City in transition. Shot, Silva gets down on that one. Another shot from the corner, both from Oliveira. He wants a boarding call in the corner, and the official's not buying what he's trying to sell. In the meantime, Utica FC continuing to control this game a bit, but a nice steal by Panton, and then Panton kicks Alvis. And that is just going to be your common everyday foul. That's the two number 7s will leave the floor. Nice steal midfield, but he can't hold on to possession. Put some pressure on Coughlin, but has not had to come up with too many bigs. One nice foot save. Silva, in the meantime, for the Heat, has come up with a lot of saves. Silva arguing something with the officials on the near side. And finally gets it. He wanted to restart infraction called on Utica FC, and he gets that. So the Heat will get a start here in a very good opportunity. This is the best chance they've had. What they will do with this, we'll see how they draw this one up. Try to use some misdirection, but closeout by Alava shuts that opportunity down before Francis could get it anywhere near the goal. Silva over the top. Coughlin has it well read. Silva was just over the yellow line making that illegal attempt. 6+ minutes remaining opening quarter. Utica City so far with a 2-0 lead. Coming to you from the Equine Center at the PA Farmshow Complex in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and the season opener for the Heat. Nice little play there. Opportunity. Silver has it well covered and stops the effort by Dantas. But it's a turnover in the defensive end. Utica FC cannot take advantage of some good bounces there as Andrade nearly came up with a acrobatic goal as he gets the steal at midfield. Cape Verde graduate. Played at Division III. UMass Boston, was a 2-time All-American after transferring from Newbury, where he was an NECC Conference Rookie of the Year. That's going to be a pushing foul. Well advised from Malcolm Harris, a Damascus, Maryland native. So the pushing foul will give Utica FC a great goal-scoring opportunity here. But it's at a tough angle, so Silva sets up 2 on the wall. Quick shot into the wall from Oliveira. The second season has 6 goals in 2 games. Got the steal in that overtime moment against the Sockers that nearly ended up with the win. Here come the Heat, looking for their first. A little overlapping run there from Tavernisen in front, but Coughlin's got it well read. 4.5 to play opening quarter. FC continue in control, 2-0 here. Not afraid to go backwards either. Coughlin long service upfield, but no one in white available. Trying to fight his way down was Kerstetter, and he'll draw at least the re-kick here. Long service up. Coughlin's got it red off the Kerstetter effort. Utica FC's not giving Harrisburg a lot of room to maneuver or be open, and it's causing problems in distribution. In the meantime, they're also stealing a lot at midfield. Keaton Woods will bring this one up. He gets depossessed by Rashawn Panton, but then he loses it right back. Lava plays it to the near side to Belliard. Belliard with room to work up. Francis keeping him in front of him. Played in. Now back up top. Belliard thought about it. No angle there. Now he'll pop it in front, but it's well played by Kerstead. And then Silva can't hold on to it and gets run into. He's going to get the whistle, but Silva holding his head. You hope he's okay. He's going to be slow to his feet. The question is whether they call a trainer out. He's going to get to his feet with no trainer. Green Drop offers a better alternative than the outdated compression sleeves and socks, truly providing long-lasting relief at an affordable price. Green Drop's recovery products are uniquely suited to help your athletes battle aches, joints, and muscles. Learn more and try it yourself at greendropcompression.com. Another call it goes against the Heat here. It's going to give Utica City FC the chance to restart in their offensive end. 3 minutes to go in this opening quarter. It's 2-0 Utica City. Looking to go up 3 if they can. Alves on the ball. Woods wraps behind him, but then coming in to take the shot was Oliveira, but he sails it high. But they say it went off the Heat. You can see the deflection, but it's the claim, and so it'll be a corner kick for Utica City. Almost deflected in off the centering effort. Stepping in was Woods. He's got control. And a nice step in defensively by Dengler. He trying to break out. Utica FC does a nice job defensively to get back. Potentially turn into a 3-on-4 there. But Dengler comes out of the mix. Coughlin has to deflect in front. But no one home for the Heat to try and bury that. As Kerstetter, correction, that is De Silva, plays it to the near side. Now Harris with it. And we'll play it back to Perry. Perry up ahead, but easily played for Coughlin. Just over 2 minutes to play here. Opening quarter. Utica FC with a 2-0 lead. Scored in the opening minute of the game. And been in charge ever since. DeAndre takes a tumble. Ball deflects in. Silva has to make the save. Gets a piece of the rebound. That's the only thing that kept Utica FC from finding a third, as Denise nearly pounced on that rebound. Now a pushing foul is going to get called on the Heat with $1:36 to go in the opening quarter. Just no flow so far for Harrisburg in this game. Have not been able to maintain possession. That one gets played all the way in to Silva. Haven't been able to keep possession. Any flow to their games so far. Utica FC, and maybe it's the 2 games they played last weekend coming to an advantage. Playing very smooth so far. Laid down the left side, shot missed. As Oliveira trying to get on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. Alava's got the ball this time. They make their switches, and now with it is Alves. Long service in is broken up. Take it over is Harris. Harris will play it back to De Silva. And they'll retreat and switch to the far side to Francis. .30 seconds plus remaining in the opening quarter. That ball is going to go over the boards. Be a restart for Utica FC. And another missed opportunity, unfortunately, for Harrisburg. Coughlin well out of his position, tries to play it across. Mishandles it. It's going to be a restart for the Heat. Coughlin retreats to his goal. Silva will leave his. He's known for long-range shots. He's not afraid to take them. This one he plays into the corner, trying to put it off the boards. Was Tavares. It doesn't work out. 8 seconds left. Silva's got it. 7 on the clock. He'll fire. That gets deflected up into the roof, and with 2.8 seconds left, it'll be a Harrisburg restart from the yellow line. Gonna have to be quick here with a shot and hopefully a deflection to make it work out. Now that's gonna hurt as the shot from Francis hits one of the Utica FC players square and he tumbles over. But it brings us to the end of the first quarter. Utica City FC in control, 2-0 on the Harrisburg Heat. You're watching MASL Soccer on MASL TV.
The best way to improve is to train with the pros. The Heat run camps and clinics year-round. Contact Kevin at harrisburgheat.com. Boys and girls indoor and outdoor. harrisburgheat.com.
The Heat are excited to announce the Heat Score 4 promotion thanks to our friends at Papa John's of Harrisburg and Central Pennsylvania. Whenever the Heat score 4 or more goals in any game, home or away, you can use code HEAT4 anytime over the following week at papajohns.com or on the Papa John's app to save 40% on your entire order. That's code HEAT4 for 40% off your online Papa John's order the entire week after any game where the Heat score 4.
Register your son or daughter for a Heat clinic run by Heat players pregame, and it includes a game ticket. To find out how, go to harrisburgheat.com. Fremont Mortgage Group, with a 5-star rating and over 30 years of helping home buyers and homeowners. Fremont is recognized as one of the top lenders. Refinance, home purchase, commercial loans, SBA loans, and zero money down programs offered. Complimentary home warranty on qualifying purchases, too. For more information, contact them at fremontmortgage.com or 800-955-8508. And available 7 days a week. NMLS number 1846.
Welcome back as we get ready for second quarter action. Utica City leading Harrisburg 2-0. I'm Dave McHugh. Should point out, filling in for John Wilsbach, who is unable to get started with the season. Unfortunately, had to have surgery on a busted ankle, and John Probably sitting back watching this one, wishing he was here. Our thoughts are with him on a speedy recovery. I believe he's expected back in January. Maybe it was an excuse to get the holidays off. I don't know, John, but we do wish you the best back to get here. He'll be joining everybody for more Harrisburg Heat action in January. Tomorrow night, Jody Smith will be joining us on the broadcast as we all fill in for Wilsbach. In the meantime, Heat looking for answers, trailing 2-0 in this one. Goals from Berger and Denitz have given Utica City the early 2-0 lead. Scored in the opening minute of this one to put a damper on the home festivities here for the opener. There'll be a kickoff for Harrisburg to restart things as we switch sides. Utica FC's in the white uniforms will be going left to right in this quarter. Harrisburg in their purple uniforms will be going right to left. Silva's in the red. And Coughlin is in a light blue goalie kit as we get ready to go for second quarter action. We're back underway. He played into the corner. Have not been able to possess much in the offensive end. And there's another example, not able to hold on to it as Alava picks it up in the corner. Now Bordeaux turns it over. Quick shot. That way. Several chances Harrisburg's had in this game, and several of them have gone high over the crossbar. You see Coughlin, the goalie for Utica City. Still on the record books at Canisius, where he finished up his career after a couple of years at Syracuse. Coughlin owns 7 program records, including goal against average, both in a career and in a season. Shutouts, wins, I believe wins in a season as well. It's going to be a tough one to follow up there at Canisius, and he's done so far well here with Utica City as well. He's got a .582 goal against average so far this season in 2 games. A foul called against Utica City gives the Heat the restart. Silva plays it up into the corner. Trying to bring it in is Tavernese, but he can't hold on to it. Utica City comes out with it and even gets the ball to bounce their way. De Andrade, quick speed, off the boards. De Andrade nearly had a chance at midfield. Now Heat falls in a heap after colliding with Harris in transition. No whistle. He's back to his feet and goes to the bench. So the Heat have an advantage here. Coughlin well out of his goal. Turnover. The Heat can't do anything with it. Dengler can't hold on to it. And now Dengler will pick up the foul. There'll be a restart as he made contact with Dantas. Sao Paulo Brazilian, as you see there, checking out his ankle. He was the MVP of the 2017 MASL Championship. He limps off the field. We have not seen for the Heat Gavin Taylor back in action yet. Try and keep an eye out and see if he returns as that bounces over the boards. He'll get a restart. He got injured early on, twisting his knee, it looked like. Well, tied up with a Utica City FC player. Silva fakes putting it down, long throw. Won by Utica City FC. They quickly come back the other direction. Gerson. They're going to call boarding there. Looks like they may have called Panton for a foul. So it'll be a restart here for Gerson, the Buffalo Grove, Illinois forward. As he plays it around the board, and Silva gobbles it up before Rivera can get in there and do something with it. Silva quickly rifles it upfield. Panton plays it across. Heat trying to build a chance here off the boards. Coughlin can't hold on to it. The Heat can't take advantage yet, but it's turned over in the offensive end, and it's going to be a free restart for the Heat at the top of the yellow. He cannot take advantage of the disruption there. Tried to get a quick restart and could not do it. Harris looked like he was going to play it. Bounce around off Coughlin's back. It somehow doesn't deflect towards the goal. Harris gets a piece of that one. He plays it back. Dengler tries to play it up. It goes out of bounds. Heat owner Carl Delmont. I'm going to have to talk to him about the trapping technique there. Didn't hold on to that like I expected him to. Where's Heat head coach? As he has been for a number of years, is Pat Healy. He's the general manager and coach. Named to the position ahead of the 2018-19 season. Grew this Heat program from 6 wins before he came here to 11 in his first season. He was a finalist for Coach of the Year in the 2019-2020 season. That was curtailed by COVID. Of course, his dad, Kevin Healy, is president of the Heat. Both of them pretty well known in the Baltimore area for their time with the Blast. As that is misplayed by Nate Bordeaux, out of bounds. So the Heat will get a chance to restart, but unfortunately, it's a Heat misplayed, sorry. So Utica FC gets their chance to restart. They're patient. They got a 2-0 lead, and they aren't going to force anything. They're more than content to hold on to possession if necessary. That's the first long ball that they've played in a while that hasn't really been on target. He get it back, trying to build an attack. Zach Perry with the ball. He plays it back. Perry, also a Dalton State graduate, along with Gavin Taylor. Perry gets it back far side, plays it in the middle, but it's deflected before it can get to Anthony Wright, but Wright tracks it down. Then a mistouch, and it's a 3-on-3 the other direction for Utica City. Shot, Silva, save. Dantas was looking to add to his points tonight. He's already got an assist on the opener. A little too far away for Gerson to get to, but he's got it now. And played back to Alava. Just see the patience from Utica City. They are not going to press the matter if they don't need to. Lava will play it to the far corner. Rivera shot off the boards. Silva barking commands to the Heat defense as Utica FC continues to maintain possession. Now Santana has the ball. Back heel. Silva nearly got to it. Played in front of. Eric still doesn't have a goal in this one as that's played back to Silva, and he's able to pick it up off the ground. So far for Utica FC, or City FC, they have not been able to get Rivera on the scoreboard. And for the Heat, they haven't been able to get anybody on the scoreboard. 9:40 remaining. 2-0, Utica City the lead. Catch MASL Monday. Every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports Golazo Network. Each week, special guests will come in from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. That's on Monday nights. It's MASL Monday. Longtime Heat sponsor, Frank's Marble and Granite. And with over 30 years helping people improve their homes with granite quartz and marble, no other company match their service quality or reputation. Everything is done here in Pennsylvania too. Frank's Granite, the best in the biz. And as when reading that, Utica FC finds their third goal of the game with 9:24 remaining here in the second quarter. Utica City certainly playing well. As it looks like Pinal was able to pick that one up. The assist coming from Woods. Woods picking up his first assist on the season. Pinal, first goal on the year. Pinal not even listed on the Utica roster ahead of today's game. And the Heat get it right back in quick succession. Harrisburg struggling all night to score. Tavernese takes advantage of that opportunity with a quick one. Wasted little time, all of 7 seconds for Harrisburg to get their first one of the game. You get a chance to see it coming down. Looks like just an innocent play off the boards. Tavernese just flicks a left foot. And now we got a foul on the near side, I believe, against Utica City. Tavernese picks up the goal. As we mentioned earlier, we mentioned to keep an eye on him. That's his 4th goal in the season. Tavernese gets Harrisburg fans excited. In front, second, the initial effort from Harris. And suddenly he could come alive. 2 quick goals for Harrisburg has cut what was a 3-0 deficit into 3-2 in a matter of seconds. 22 seconds after Utica takes the 3-0 lead, Harrisburg Heat finally respond, and it's 3-2, and you could see the initial effort as a timeout is called. Utica City in control and
shrunk as quickly as it was. Tavernese with 2 goals. The second one, a smart play by Harris. He took the initial shot, but it was more towards the wall, and it bounced right in front. No one picked up. Number 27, as he walked in from the Garden City, New York native, has 2. And a rather in-control game for Utica City has turned into a goaling spurt for Harrisburg, and they've got the lead. Heat are excited to announce a Heat score for promotion thanks to our friends at Papa John's of Harrisburg in central Pennsylvania. Whenever the Heat score 4 or more goals in a game, home or away, use code HEAT4 the next day on papajohns.com or the Papa John's app to save 40% off your entire order. That's HEAT4 for your code for 40% off an online Papa John's order. And the next day, when the Heat score 4, and they're halfway there to it right now. Utica City calls one of its 2 timeouts. Yeah, a little lackadaisical, giving up 2 quick goals in a span of 5 seconds. 7 seconds after Utica City took the 3-0 lead. Harrisburg got the first one, and 5 seconds later got the second. Both Tavernese and Silva picked this one up on the far end. It's 3-2 Utica City to lead. Quickly downfield. Played into the corner. Francis with it, trying to look for an option. Fires to the left, it's deflected. Harris will pick it up near side, and he'll play it up top. Now over to Francis' far side. He will use Kersteller, and he will play it back to Silva. A little footwork there from Silva around the second-year player in Oliveira.
Heat looking to tie. Long shot coming from Francis, deflected out front. Heat, what is the call here? And now we're going to get a yellow card. Looks like they are going to call Francis for it for words. Somebody was not happy with a call in front. So Francis will take his seat here for 5 minutes on the yellow card. And Pat Healy giving one of the officials on the far side an earful. He didn't like something with the initial whistle to begin with. And then Francis said something as he was leaving the field and picks up the yellow card. It does not affect how Francis can't play. It's his third yellow card this season. Yeah, no advantage here, so we'll play even strength. More of an administrative for conduct. The problem is that he can't play with one of their better defenders out there. Play quickly up ahead into the defensive end, bouncing around on the walls. And it's going to go out of bounds. We're going to get a stoppage here with 7:11 left in the second. Suddenly some interesting action taking place here. Utica City now with a 3-2 lead on Harrisburg here on MASL TV.
Register your team in the Heat Youth Tournaments. You get game tickets, minimum of 3 games, MASL officials, medals for the winners, on field with the Heat players pregame, and much more. Get your team in today at HarrisburgHeat.com.
What we do? What are you guys going to yell? Yes!
With 6 miles, runway 6 right, clear on.
Want to see a Heat game? Get 10% Heat tickets with code HOLIDAY24. Find out more at HarrisburgHeat.com.
Indoor soccer fans, it's time to unleash a giant leap for fandom. Introducing MASL Indoor Soccer Fantasy Football. Build your dream team, invite your friends, and create your own draft league, all for free. Draft and trade players and win bragging rights as your team dominates the league. With MASLI Football, you're not just a fan, you're part of the action. Go to MASLI Football to sign up, get started, and play.
Welcome back. We're back underway here in the second quarter, and now we get another whistle. 3-2, Utica City the lead on Harrisburg. Utica City got up 3-0 in this game. And we're in firm control of it for Harrisburg. Responded with 2 really quick goals in a span of 5 seconds to cut back to within 3-2. But the Heat now in the sin bin for a 5-minute yellow card. Doesn't affect anybody on the field. It does affect their ability to use them. I was watching Francis during the time out there, and he was talking to a lot of the assistants near the penalty box, certainly trying to plead his case. Bounced off the wall. The restart opportunity here. Easy cannot get to it, and Utica FC gets it back. Utica Utica City FC called timeout after those 2 goals and have settled down a bit now. Harrisburg Heat still looking a little bit a step slower than their opponent, but a nice play there by Harris. As he plays it up into the corner, off the wall, Coughlin can't hold on to it. And a near chance to equalize is pushed aside. And another shove. Ambrisi is hit the deck twice. The referee's right on top of it. Doesn't call either of them. Ambrisi nearly got the tie. If he hadn't gotten pushed, I think that would have been more on target. And the second time, he's trying to get to it, and the defender hip checked him. Not surprisingly, a physical game. Utica City being patient nonetheless. This one off the board's far side. Now off the board again. Could not connect with Roberts, who was cutting through. Rivera has not had a tally yet tonight. He's the biggest threat for Utica City, but not their only one. Berger and Aladino with the 2 tallies so far as the ball goes well out of bounds. Pre-game or anytime is a great time for the Millworks, just minutes away from the arena. Custom craft beers, art gallery, and amazing food. The Millworks restaurant and brewery. If you're coming to a game here at the Equine Arena at PA Farmshow Complex, that's worth checking before or after. It is a chilly night here in Central PA. I know for a fact it's even colder in Central Upstate New York in the Utica area. Shout out to now former Utica City broadcaster Ray Biggs, who still follows the program well, I should know. Who's at home in his warm home, I'm sure, enjoying this one on MASL TV. Ray and I go back many years. Good to see and chat with him leading up to today. Heat get the steal at midfield, but can't own possession, but they'll get a foul call in their advantage. So they'll get the restart here. Looks like they called the foul on DeAndrade. I keep saying that wrong. DeAndrade from Cape Verde, believe it or not, a criminal justice major in college at Mass Boston. Mass Boston right on the bay, south of Boston, downtown Boston. An opportunity for the Heat. Coughlin closes off the angle. And that's going to be a handball on the Heat, giving Utica City the chance to restart things. With 4:19 left to go here in the second. Nice steal, but it's going to go out of bounds. Well played by Zach Perry. Again, we haven't seen Gavin Taylor return for the Heat. Taylor twisted his knee earlier in the game, getting tied up with one of the Utica players. This one's they're going to call this kind of an intentional kick out of bounds, so it's going to be a better opportunity here for Utica City to restart. Oh, there you go. You finally got it. Oliveira with the delay on the shot. He got the feed from Woods, but then held off shooting just enough to get the defense to kind of overcommit. You can see right there, found the hole and beat Silva to the far post. Woods picks up his second assist of the game. Rivera picks up goal number 7 on the season and the 9th in his career. He only played in the playoffs last season. But man, has he made an impact for this Utica City team. So Harrisburg back down 2 goals after trailing 2-0 again. Utica City scoring in the opening minute of this game, less than a minute. Harrisburg Heat have been back on their heels since, other than a flurry of 2 goals to make it 3-2. As that long distance effort by Harris is blocked out front. Harris gets it back. But can't get around Pinal. Pinal wearing number 33 for this Heat's team. Sergio Pinal. Got no info on him after that, folks. Wasn't expecting him tonight. But he's made an impact as he picked up goal number 3 on the game for the Heat. Under 3 minutes to play in the half. Played backwards. Nice to see that Dantas back in. 1-2, but it's picked off by Harris. Harris is shooting from distance, but it's too far. Coughlin was well out of his cage. And Harris tried to make him burn for it, but missed the target. Utica City back the other direction. Under 2.5 to play here in the half. Silva deflects it back into the corner. Heat getting a little dangerous with the ball here. Can't get it cleared out. Utica City continuing to keep pressure on. Nice job by the Heat, though, there. But again, can't hold on to possession despite the efforts from Uri. And it's going to go out of bounds off of Utica City. So the Heat will get a restart in front of their bench. And Francis will officially come out of the sin bin. Will he? Will he not? A little confusion of whether he can enter the field. And he will enter the field after his 5-minute penalty is over. There you see him back out there. They had an inadvertent restart there, so the officials blew it dead, and Francis will stay on the field here. Harrisburg Heat trying to cut this back to within 1 again as Perry has to rush the play. Somehow that stays on the boards. Bounce in front, missed chance there. Uri was waiting to see where it would bounce. Uri with a nice little footwork there. Into the corner. Coughlin comes out. Oh, what a play there by Oliveira. Fancy footwork, feed to the right. Gerson across the goal, misses it. Another Heat player, I think that's Francis now who's down. He's not looking comfortable. Of course, he's on the far end from his bench in this quarter. On the defensive end, he makes a steal there. He seems to have another pep in his step. He's going to get the feed, though he is a little off. You can see a lip in him, but he's going to track it down in the corner. Looking for help. Double team comes over, tries to play it off the boards. He's probably going to look for a sub here, and he will. He'll retreat. In the meantime, shot! Save from Coughlin. And trying to draw another call is Taranisi, and now all the fans for Harrisburg are on their feet. And now we get a whistle on a review because had Healy seen enough, he thinks there was a call there. Taranisi has gotten taken out 3 times in this quarter, down near the penalty box or in the penalty box. And that time Healy's seen enough. He felt he got tripped, feels the officials missed it. You get 1 review in a game. If you're right, you get to get that 1 more review. But in this case, Pat Healy's assigned to use his 1 review and to pick up a call here. Remember, there was no call for trip. And now the officials will go to the official review to challenge to see if there was indeed a foul, if not worse. You're going to see the same thing the officials get to see as well here. I think he might have an argument. There's the misplay initially. He gets it, and it's that clip right there that I think is the call. And we'll see if the officials decide to agree that it is a foul or if Healy's lost his challenge for the night. And you can see the frustration from Tavernese. He was shot at it. Tavernese's bringing the ball up as if he's won this. This is really interesting. One of the officials has stopped him, and he now will retreat back to his bench. And he is expressing his displeasure as you continue to see the replay that the officials are seeing. I can't read the body language. We'll see what it officially is here. No call. Call will stand. So not a blue card, not a foul, nothing. And so as a result, the Heat lose their challenge. They don't have a challenge the rest of the game. He only wants an explanation. He wants to figure out why there was no call here, even if it's just a foul. And that's the key. I'm watching Utica City game against San Diego. That's the other part. Was a couple times there was a review saying, hey, that should have been a blue card. And came back going, you know what? It wasn't a blue card, but it was a foul, so you get to keep your challenge. Both teams had situations like that in the second quarter. Didn't work for Pat Healy this time, and he's still not happy with the explanation. 6.5 seconds, 56.5 seconds left to go here in the first half. Utica City plays it all the way down. Heat get it back, though. Oh, and a breakout opportunity here for the Heat. Trying to get around Coughlin. What a sliding play by Coughlin as he takes away the scoring opportunity from Favilla. Risi plays it off the boards in front, but no one home in purple. Heat playing with a little bit of urgency here, and now a play on a foul. Heat get the steal. It's too late for the whistle. Back the other way. Deflected out of bounds. And now the Heat, and they'll get it. So they're going to get a infraction on the kick. Basically an intentional kick out of bounds over the boards. And so the Heat will get the start here at the top of the penalty box. Harris is in the middle. To his left is Dengler. But watch in the corners for Villa and Tavernisi. Dengler tries to take the shot. It's deflected. We got 8 seconds left. Played across. No one there. 7 seconds. Shot not close for the Heat. And it's going to come to an end here. Harrisburg with a flurry in the second quarter. Goes from down in the dumps 3-0 to making it close 3-2. But things have not gone Harrisburg's way if you ask them. They trail 4-2 at halftime. Utica City being very patient, have the lead here at the half, and doing things all the right way. We'll take a break, and we will get you ready for second half action. We'll also hear from the MASL. In the meantime, the Major Arena Soccer League is proud to welcome you here to the Major League Soccer on MASL TV.
The best way to improve is to train with the pros. The Heat run camps and clinics year-round. Contact Kevin at HarrisburgHeat.com. Boys and girls indoor and outdoor. HarrisburgHeat.com.
Want to see a Heat game? Get 10% Heat tickets with code HOLIDAY24. Find out more at HarrisburgHeat.com.
With the call from the 6th grade, we're on.
Register your team in the Heat Youth Tournaments. You get game tickets, minimum of 3 games, MASL officials, medals for the winners, on field with the Heat players pregame, and much more. Get your team in today at HarrisburgHeat.com.
What we do? What are you guys going to yell? Yes!
Indoor soccer fans, it's time to unleash a giant leap for fandom. Introducing MASL Indoor Soccer Fantasy Football. Build your dream team, invite your friends, and create your own draft league, all for free. Draft and trade players and win bragging rights as your team dominates the league. With MASLI Football, you're not just a fan, you're part of the action. Go to MASLI Football to sign up, get started, and play.
Fremont Mortgage Group, with a 5-star rating and over 30 years of helping home buyers and homeowners. Fremont is recognized as one of the top lenders. Refinance, home purchase, commercial loans, SBA loans, and zero money down programs offered. Complimentary home warranty on qualifying purchases, too. For more information, contact them at FremontMortgage.com or 800-955-8508. And available 7 days a week. NMLS number 1846.
Shoot! He scores!
Welcome back, everybody. This is MASL in 5. I'm Alex Bastivansky. It is great to see you again. I'm going to break down everything that's gone down in the league for you over the past week, and I just need 5 minutes to do it. Let's go.
Gutierrez, bouncing ball, can't control it, finds Morales, he scores! His third goal of the year and the first ever at Front Wave Arena.
Luis Morales helps Chris in San Diego's new arena with its first ever goal, but they were in a dogfight with Utica City last weekend. Back and forth they went. This game actually went into OT. Utica thought they won it right there off that goal, but hold on for a second. The officials decide to review the play. They say there was a foul coming up right here on Pee Wee Ortega in the lead up to the goal, so they disallow it. Utica, understandably livid at the call, and just seconds later, their mood got even worse.
Felipe charging in to try and win this loose ball. He does. Costa feeding in Juan Salazar. Down low, it's Morales for the win. He scores!
Morales gives San Diego the win, but if you're Utica City, that one definitely stings. Tacoma hosted Chihuahua. This was another crazy one. Two powerhouse teams going at it. Nick Pereira scoring an absolute beauty right there, but you can never count the defending champs out. They come back in this one. It goes to a shootout, and the Savage managed to prevail by a 4-3 final score. The teams have a rematch on January 31st back in Chihuahua. The Sparks will be flying in that one. Utica City and Empire last Friday. Kelvin Oliveira is absolutely on fire to start the season. He notched a hat trick. Utica wins. Milwaukee and St. Louis locked horns in a sensational contest. The ambush stayed close the whole way with the powerful Wave, but ultimately the visitors win 7-6. Finally, KC hosted the Dallas Sidekicks. Ramon Palmer with one of the goals of the week right there. The Comets have no trouble handling the Sidekicks as they trounced them 9-2. So who's hot right now? Christian Enreos had a scintillating performance against Dallas as he torched the visitors for 4 goals on the day, leading KC to that big victory. Alex Sanchez of Milwaukee sits near the top of the league scoring race through the first 2 games of his campaign, and he picked up 2 goals and 2 assists for 4 points in the win over the ambush. And big things were expected from Luis Morales this season when he was brought in from Texas, and he has not disappointed. He already had 2 goals before the Utica game and added a hat trick in the Sockers win, including, of course, the OT winner. Okay, one big matchup coming up this weekend is the rematch between the Sockers and the Stars. Tacoma knocked off San Diego in their season opener 2 weeks ago. The Stars are looking like they'll be a powerhouse this season. The Sockers will be out for revenge after that loss in Tacoma. Okay, your scoring leaders, Marquez leading their way, followed by Oliveira, Reggett, and Acosta, all tied with 7 points apiece. And new San Diego Soccer, Luis Morales, rounding out your top 5 with 6 points so far. Your players of the week are Philip Ejimadu from KC in goal, his teammate Chad Vandegrift for defenders, and Kelvin Oliveira on offense. Let's start things off with Chad Vandegrift. 1 goal and 6, count them, 6 big blocks in that KC win over Dallas. Offensively, it was Oliveira. He's an MASL rookie, but looks like a veteran out there. 6 goals in 2 games for Utica last weekend. And your goalie of the week, Ejimadu. Fantastic performance against Dallas as he picked up 13 saves to beat the boys in green. Plays of the week now.
And Mansouri tried the bike. Fabian chips it. Fabian with the chip.
To the D-line of these faithful. Frank squeezes it in there. Oh, Will Escape!
Sounds. Andrade, Dantas, down low, goal! Beautifully done, Cordy Gerson.
Penalty box. Pereira turning. Little pirouette. His shot, back post. Pereira retakes the lead just 15 seconds later.
Lewis.
Fed it on over to Junior Kazim. Kazim shoots! And
Felipe charging in to try and win this loose ball. He does. Costa feeding in Juan Salazar. Down low, it's Morales for the win! He scores!
Their first home victory.
And that is a wrap for this week's show. But just remember, all throughout the MASL season, to stay up to date on everything that's going on with the league, be sure to check out the MASL's official social media outlets. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Indoor soccer fans, it's time to unleash a giant leap for fandom. Introducing MASL Indoor Soccer Fantasy Football. Build your dream team, invite your friends, and create your own draft league, all for free. Draft and trade players and win bragging rights as your team dominates the league. With MASL iFootball, you're not just a fan, you're part of the action. Go to MASL iFootball to sign up, get started, and play.
The Heat are excited to announce the Heat Score 4 promotion thanks to our friends at Papa John's of Harrisburg and Central Pennsylvania. Whenever the Heat score 4 or more goals in any game, home or away, you can use code HEAT4 anytime over the following week at papajohns.com or on the Papa John's app to save 40% on your entire order. That's code HEAT4 for 40% off your online Papa John's order the entire week after any game where the Heat score 4.
Register your team in the Heat Youth Tournaments. You get game tickets, minimum of 3 games, MASL officials, medals for the winners, on field with the Heat players pregame, and much more. Get your team in today at harrisburgheat.com.
What do we do? What are you guys going to yell?
yes! A veteran of the Major Arena Soccer League. And Mansoret tried the bike. Fabian chips it. Fabian with the chip, finding the back of the net. The strikers go up 3-2.
Wanted Frank, or maybe wanted the goal. Uzi trying it to the D line of these faithful. Frank squeezes it in. FK! Oh, Will FK! Oh, baby! Silly Willie! Defying gravity like he's huffing a helium tank and a wicked screening!
Defender on late. Whistle sounds. Andrade, Dantas, down low, goal! Beautifully done, Cordy Gerson. Kid Dynamite lights the fuse on the back heel feed from Dantas. And a careless error by San Diego defensively is turned into a goal, and it's turned into a lead for UCFC.
5v5 after the goal was scored. Mijatovic comes out of the penalty box. Pereira turning. Little pirouette. His shot, back post. Pereira retakes the lead just 15 seconds later. Oh boy! He's got the city on his back. He's chasing records, but he's scoring goals and retaking the lead.
Post. Good slash. Sanchez. Breno again. Interior. Extra touch. Ferdinand sends it into the top shelf after sending Kidu sliding. 7-5, 5-5 left in the fourth. That's what you didn't want to happen, but it's so hard to stop teams from scoring on the penalty kill in this game. And you just saw an easy cross there, a nice cut from Ferdinand. Gets him space inside the shell defense of the ambush. All he needs is one move to take Ryan Keating off his spot.
Against the Milwaukee Wave, 7 o'clock.
Milwaukee won today, 7-6 at St. Louis.
Then it on over to Junior Kazim. Kazim shoots! And Kazim! Or is that Palmer?
That was
Ramon Palmer.
Ramon Palmer.
That's Ramon Palmer. Ramon Palmer has led the team in blocks this year. He gets his 3rd goal of the season. And it gives the Comets a 1-0
tonight. Lovegrove off the boards.
Primarily set pieces.
Now Romero with a drive and a goal! Isai Romero.
Find the back of the net. Felipe charging in to try and win this loose ball. He does. Costa feeding in one. Salazar down low. It's Morales for the win. He scores!
Register your team in the Heat Youth Tournaments. You get game tickets, minimum of 3 games, MASL officials, medals for the winners, on field with the Heat players pregame, and much more. Get your team in today at HarrisburgHeat.com.
What do we do? What are you guys going to yell? Yes!
With the call from the 6th grade riddle.
Fremont Mortgage Group, with a 5-star rating and over 30 years of helping home buyers and homeowners. Fremont is recognized as one of the top lenders. Refinance, home purchase, commercial loans, SBA loans, and zero money down programs offered. Complimentary home warranty on qualifying purchases, too. For more information, contact them at FremontMortgage.com or 800-955-8508. And available 7 days a week. NMLS number 1846.
The best way to improve is to train with the pros. The Heat run camps and clinics year-round. Contact Kevin at HarrisburgHeat.com. Boys and girls, indoor and outdoor. HarrisburgHeat.com.
Welcome back as we get ready for second half action on MASL TV. Utica City leads the Harrisburg Heat 4-2. I'm Damon Q. As we get ready for second half action, quick look back at the start of this one, and it's literally how this game started. Opening minute, 53 seconds in, buried it. Did Utica City Burger from Nutas. And it's a 1-0 lead. Utica City would get one more in the first quarter on that one, beating Silva. As Ronaldo from Pinal, who's playing in this one for Utica FC. They would then get a 3-0 lead in the second quarter on some great passing. Once again, Pinal finishing this one off from Woods. But that lead would be short-lived. Harrisburg would fight back just 7 seconds later. Taranisi with his first, as Dengler would assist on that one. 5 seconds after that, it's a quick restart off the boards and in. A beautiful goal that time, as Pavilla puts it off the wall and Taranisi gets his second. It would be a quiet bit of time before finally Oliveira would get his first of the game. And that is the 4-2 lead on Wood's second assist. Utica City's got the lead here. Reminder coming up, next home game for the Harrisburg Heat. It's tomorrow night, December 22nd at 5:05 as they take on their nemesis in the Baltimore Blast. as they'll head up I-83 here to Harrisburg to face off. Second time those two teams are facing off in the opening 3 games of the season for the Heat. Of course, it was an 8-6 win for Baltimore last time out on December 8th. We'll see if Harrisburg can have a different answer for that. They need a different answer in this second half as they trail 4-2 so far in this one. Utica City, though, has not led in the shots because Harrisburg Heat has actually taken 13 shots in this one, including 9 in the second quarter. Comparing that to Utica City's 12 shots. But Utica City's been so much more disciplined and patient with their passing as we're back underway. Utica City gets the kickoff, being the visiting team. Nice steal, trying to beat Coughlin. Opportunity still, ball's loose off the crossbar. Still opportunity for the Heat. Off the crossbar again. A steal in midfield results in near back-to-back opportunities. De Silva hits the crossbar. Francis hits the crossbar. Coughlin was beat multiple times. Here's the first one, goes off the boards. Bounces in front, ball's loose. De Silva gets a piece of it there off the crossbar as he beats Coughlin. There, Francis picks it up and he fires it home again, and this time off the crossbar again. Harrisburg Heat have had their opportunities. They just cannot find the back of the net. And Coughlin ought to go take the woodwork out after the game for at least a nice dinner. It's come up big for him in that last sequence. Harrisburg Heat nearly did what Utica did in the opening quarter, and that's scored to start the half. Heat get a nice play defensively there, and they'll play it back to Francis. And now the big boom into the corner. On rush comes Kristetter, and Coughlin picks it up in his box. Apparently an errant frisbee on the field from the halftime contest. Bullseye, you hit it from the seats, you get $200. And there were some close ones, but apparently they didn't find all the frisbees. Lava's got the ball for Utica FC as they make a couple of subs. Berger now with it. He gets a little bit of a love pull. Loses the ball, but Berger gets it back, trying to tee it up, changes his mind. There's that patience you see from Utica FC as they also want to make some subs here. So they'll retract all the way back to Coughlin. And that's more than a love pull. That is absolutely not hidden, as Schenfeld gives a huge pull there to Oliveira. Oliveira now with 7 goals. He was the league player, offensive player of the week coming in with his 6 goals last weekend against the Strikers and the Sockers, 3 in each game. He got the steal in overtime that led to the game winner, it would seem. But he was also then in review called for a foul that many would say shouldn't have been called. Shot, goal! What a feed from De Silva. And Yuri buries it in the back of the net. Yuri picks up his first goal in the first game of this season for him, his 3rd of his career. And the Heat are within 1. Nice little play here. Nice feed across behind the defender. And all Yuri had to do was bury it. De Silva picks up the assist. His first of the season, 13th of his career. And the De Silva-Yuri combo package makes it 4-3 Utica City. Long shot. Silva lets it go past. Again, if you're tuning in just now, Harrisburg Heat playing in goal with Hugo Silva for the first time. And there's going to be a big call behind the play here. We're going to get a blue card. So for the first time today, anyone's going to play with an advantage. There was a boarding play in the background. You can see rubbing his head is Jackson Betcher. He's the one that took the worst of it. And so into the sin bin for Utica City will be Emmanuel Belliard. You're going to see it over here on the far side. There you see Belliard well behind the play. They're going to flat out call the trip. And so for the first time, we've got a power play tonight. And the Heat have it on their foot, looking to try and equalize. Have not been able to equalize tonight. Trailed 2-0, 3-0. Rallied back to make it 3-2. Then down 4-2. Now it's 4-3. And they're going to get called for a foul on the far side. Gives me a chance to remind you, get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram. And go for MASL Arena on Twitter. UFC down a player. Trying to take advantage of that opportunity if they can here. They have, I don't believe they've scored a shorthanded goal this season. They have not. And that's going to be a foul called on the Heat. They're wasting the time. Dengler called for the foul. About 1:20 left to go in the penalty. Belliard picking up his first penalty minutes of the season and of his career in his second year. Silva pounces on top of that one. I should point out Utica City head coach is Everton Merera. Done very well with Utica FC's program, Utica City FC. I keep forgetting to add the city. Spent so much of my time in Utica area. As that foul is behind the play, as Juan Alava gets called for that. Picking himself off the ground is Francis. Spent so much time in the Utica area. My mom's family, my mom grew up in the Utica area, in the New Hartford area. My aunt and uncle lived north of Utica. I'm so used to just calling it Utica, not adding the city part. So I apologize to all you Utica City FC fans if I am skipping the city. Nice little play there. Shot, Silva the save. And Silva frustrated his defense to allow Logan Roberts to walk down Main Street with a bounce off the wall. Technically, Harrisburg still has the advantage here for another about 23 seconds. They have been able to do nothing with it. Utica City FC's defense has been so tough to break through. Still the advantage as Harrisburg gets into the offensive end here. They'll play it back to Dengler. Dengler to the near side to Francis, back to Dengler as Belliard gets ready to leave the box. And he's back out. So the 2-minute power play is over. Harrisburg, I don't even think got credited with it a shot during those 2 minutes. As Dengler retreats and plays it back to Silva. We were mentioning earlier as that ball bounces out. We were mentioning that Silva back in the lineup for the Heat. He played for the Florida Tropics for 5 seasons. Played in a handful of games last year. Had some visa problems last year and wasn't ready to join for the opener for the Heat due to a visa issue. He's finally got that cleared up, obviously, because he's here. His backup is Jorge Navarrete, who played against the Blast. And they also have on the roster Grant Glorioso for this Heat squad. So I don't believe he is suited up tonight. Heat trying to do something with it. Favilla. And that one's going to be headed out. It'll be a Heat possession. Get a chance here at reset of the subs. A lot of fans here at the Equine Center enjoying the action here tonight. Heat will restart things. We're back to even strength. Played off the wall. Not ready for it was Panton as he got turned around. And a big collision between Penal and Favilla. And they're going to call it on Penal. And now a yellow card for dissent on one of the Utica FC players well behind the play. Who are they calling this on? The foul took place in the defensive end for Harrisburg. The yellow card was in the defensive end for Utica FC, and still someone is not in the box. They missed who they called out for that 5-minute. We'll find out here in a minute. It's not an advantage here. Our officials, by the way, we haven't mentioned them tonight. We got 3 on the field. Brian Miller, Danielle Chesky, I should say. Near chance over the top again for the Heat. Also Mark Kedlalik. And now we're going to, no, I still don't see whoever got called for the 5-minute has not come to the penalty box. The officials are not doing anything about it. They've noted the penalty, the yellow card. So as long as that player doesn't come out on the field. It's also not made it into the stats yet, so we'll double check. I did not see who the card was on. It might have gone against the coaching staff. Meantime, Perry's got the ball for the Heat. He'll play it back. Oh, missed touch from Dengler. Hits the roof. This will be a restart here in a good position for Utica City. And still nobody has come to the box. I believe, even if it's on the coaching staff, someone's got to go into the sin bin. Even if it doesn't create a man advantage. Missed touch there. Opportunity, though. Still in the box. Swing and a miss initially from Gerson, and then he actually resulted in a better chance for Gerson. He just couldn't do anything with it. Eight and a half minutes to play here in the third quarter. Heat within 1. Utica City been in charge, with the Heat have got a little bit more pep to their step in this third quarter. Perry will pick it up here. He collides with Oliveira, and he'll lose possession of the ball as a result of that. Is going to bring a stoppage, and maybe that will result in someone in the box after our media break. 4-3, Utica City the lead. Third road game of the season for them. Falling behind was Alava. The official not buying when he was clearly selling. That can be a call if they think you're embellishing, as a near steal off of Coughlin's attempt to clear by Yuri. And now there is a collision, and now Aval is going to pick up the blue card, and he will go in the box. And this time, it was Tavernisi who picked up the foul after not picking him up several times in the second quarter. That brings us to our break. Utica City FC leading 4-3 on Harrisburg Heat, but things getting testy on MASL TV.
The Heat are excited to announce the Heat Score 4 promotion thanks to our friends at Papa John's of Harrisburg and Central Pennsylvania. Whenever the Heat score 4 or more goals in any game, home or away, you can use code HEAT4 anytime over the following week at papajohns.com or on the Papa John's app to save 40% on your entire order. That's code HEAT4 for 40% off your online Papa John's order the entire week after any game where the Heat score 4.
Register your team in the Heat Youth Tournaments. You get game tickets, minimum of 3 games, MASL officials, medals for the winners, on field with the Heat players pregame, and much more. Get your team in today at harrisburgheat.com.
What do we do? What are you guys going to yell? Yes!
Register your son or daughter for a Heat clinic run by Heat players pregame, and it includes a game ticket. To find out how, go to harrisburgheat.com. Register your team in the Heat Youth Tournaments. You get game tickets, minimum of 3 games, MASL officials, medals for the winners, on field with the Heat players pregame, and much more. Get your team in today at HarrisburgHeat.com.
What we do? What are you guys going to yell? Yes!
Welcome back to chilly Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, but things have heated up, pun intended, here at the Equine Center between Utica City and Harrisburg. Avala's in the box after initially complaining he should have gotten a call and didn't. Then he took out one of the Heat players, and now he's in the box. But there was a yellow card earlier that we still haven't seen someone in the box for. I'm Dave McHugh. Welcome in as we're back underway. Second power play opportunity for the Heat. They didn't even get a shot off in the original one. They're looking to tie this one up at 4 apiece. They have trailed all game since the opening minute. But trying to take advantage of this power play opportunity for the second time this quarter. Play into the corner. Now back up top. Being a little more patient is Harrisburg this time around. Utica City trying to extend their defense a bit. Silva lurking now. He is nearly at midfield for the Heat. He's a long distance shot if they need it. That long distance shot from Dengler's missed. He gets the rebound, deflects it to his own teammate. He misses. And Utica FC comes up with the ball. Harrisburg has had a number of chances, just missed the goal tonight. They have hit plenty of plexi and a lot of wooden crossbars and posts tonight. Trailing 4-3. They have outshot Utica in this game. That one just crawls high on the offering from Harris. .620 to go here in the third. Utica City leads 4-3, and they've still got about 44 seconds left on the man advantage defensively. Of course, the Heat have the advantage. Played in front. Utica City doesn't score, but they maintain possession. Under 30 seconds in the power play for Harrisburg. They at least got a couple of shots in this one. Good pressure here. Coughlin has to come up and play it. Francis kicks it back in. Under 15 seconds on the power play. Avala getting ready to re-enter. Silva will play it for the Heat. He gets it up to Francis on the left wing. Opportunity here if the Heat can hurry. Play to Francis. Kick. Save from Coughlin. Avala back on the turf. And we are back to full strength. 5.5 less than to play. Here in quarter number 3. Heat now showing some patience, but the pressure from Utica City is evident. Play it all the way back to Silva, who now has to kick it upfield. He's trying to go for the... Oh, he's got a chance here. Tavaranese shot the goal! It came from Silva! And it's a tie game at 4 apiece! Hat trick for Tavaranese. Silva picks up an assist in his season debut. It's 19th of his career. Misplay defensively. Tavaranese walks in, pops it in the back of the net. And Harrisburg has tied it for the first time tonight. Tavaranese with a hat trick. That's his 6th goal of the season. He's got back-to-back hat tricks in the opening 2 games. And with the Heat scoring 4, make sure you log on to papajohns.com or you go to your Papa John's app, as it'll use the code HEAT4 to get 40% off your order tomorrow. Tomorrow only, Sunday. Same day the Heat will be taking on the Baltimore Blast here at the Equine Center. That game at 5:05. Heat now with some momentum. Chance to maybe try and take the lead for the first time today. Avila in front. Ooh, some gamesmanship in the far corner. De Silva didn't like the call, but from my angle, he earned it. How much money does your utility company send you each month? How much money do you give them? Why not get paid to go solar? Renew Solar can show you how to put money in your pocket. Contact Renew for a no-cost, no-obligation analysis at renew-solar.com. That's RENU-solar.com. You can't have heat without solar. Renew is the official field sponsor of the Heat. Visit Renew next to the merchandise stand if you're on site, or go to renew-solar.com. Heat avoid a near catastrophe there defensively, and they've got some momentum. Yuri with some speed. Cross the yellow line, toe pokes, deflected back out by Santana. Tied at 4 apiece. We haven't been tied since the game started, and Utica got up to a 1-0 lead 53 seconds into the game. Harrisburg had a chance cutting the game to 3-2. Utica City got back up 4-2. But the Heat have scored 2 straight in this third to knot it at 4 apiece. On a brilliant play by Silva to play it up to Tavernisi, the Utica City FC defender. Misplayed it. Tavernisi walked in on Coughlin and buried it. So Harrisburg now with some momentum, and that's going to be a pushing call in the back on Bechter. We still never got word on what that 5-minute call was in this game, and it looks like live stats have frozen on us. Last update we got was the Heat goal to make it 4-3. Under 2.5 to play here in the third. Francis coming down the left wing. He's got 2 Utica City players with him. A little bit of a tussle as things have definitely gotten a little bit more stressful, let's call it. You could call it trip, you could call it dive. The officials call nothing. And in transition, trying to force it in was Harris. Doesn't go anywhere. Bodies collide. It's going to go against the Heat. Good sportsman-like moment there from Tavernisi in the meantime. We'll get a chance to everybody sub out and get reset. Gives us a chance to remind you to subscribe today to MASL TV on YouTube. You can find game rebroadcasts, MASL shows, highlights, and so much more. Subscribe now on the MASL TV channel on YouTube. Shot and a goal. Silva played the post a little bit more than I think he wanted. And Victus Dantis buried that one on the backside, and Utica City retakes the lead with a $1:51 to go in this third quarter. Watch Dantas come down the left wing here. Beats the defender, and then you see Silva just slide to his right at the last second. Coughlin's going to pick up the assist on this one. That ball took a weird bounce back, as you can see there. And Silva just got caught a little close to his post. So both goalies now have picked up an assist in this game on back-to-back goals. Coughlin is first assist of the season and 27th of his career. Utica retakes the lead 5-4. Oh, play in front, the opportunity. He'd have tied it. Tavernisi with the play off the boards and running in unabated was Anthony Wright for the tally. Check it out again. Tavernisi comes out, plays it brilliantly off the boards. And Wright just out-hustles Berger to the spot. Watch Tavernese quick off the boards. There's Wright with Berger trailing. Can't get there in time. Ties it at 5 apiece. What a third quarter this one has been. 4-2 the lead for Utica City coming into this one, into this quarter. And it's now 5-5. Silva will play this one off the dummy from Zach Perry. Again, we have not seen Gavin Taylor return to the game for the Heat. He got injured early in the first quarter. Shot Silva, the chest save on Pinal. But Gavin Taylor twisted what looked like his knee. And we thought maybe you could see him come back as he limped off the field, but he is out. From all we can tell, we have not seen him return to the field at all. As Coughlin plays this one, 36 seconds left to go in the quarter, and we're knotted at 5 apiece. Alava with the ball, plays it up ahead. As rattling it off the boards was Oliveira. A turn there at the top by Bordeaux. A call play on. Oliveira not too happy with that decision, though it's an advantage. Now Alava, that's the second time Alava seemingly has gone down on very little contact. You wonder how long till the officials decide to call that. There's the horn. Alava wants a call still, pleading to the officials. He'll plead it all the way to the bench. We'll take the break as well. 3 quarters in the books. Harrisburg and Utica City knotted at 5 apiece on MASL TV.
Fremont Mortgage Group, with a 5-star rating and over 30 years of helping home buyers and homeowners. Fremont is recognized as one of the top lenders. Refinance, home purchase, commercial loans, SBA loans, and zero money down programs offered. Complimentary home warranty on qualifying purchases, too. For more information, contact them at FriedmontMortgage.com or 800-955-8508. And available 7 days a week. NMLS number 1846.
The best way to improve is to train with the pros. The Heat run camps and clinics year-round. Contact Kevin at HarrisburgHeat.com. Boys and girls indoor and outdoor. HarrisburgHeat.com.
The Heat are excited to announce the Heat Score 4 promotion thanks to our friends at Papa John's of Harrisburg and Central Pennsylvania. Whenever the Heat score 4 or more goals in any game, home or away, you can use code HEAT4 anytime over the following week at papajohns.com or on the Papa John's app to save 40% on your entire order. That's code HEAT4 for 40% off your online Papa John's order the entire week after any game where the Heat score 4.
Register your son or daughter for a Heat clinic run by Heat players pregame, and it includes a game ticket. To find out how, go to HarrisburgHeat.com.
Welcome back as we get ready for fourth quarter action. Utica City and Harrisburg knotted at 5 apiece. I'm Dave McHugh. Thrilling third. Got Harrisburg back into this one, trailing 4-2 at the half. They outscore Utica City 3-1 to take a tie into the final 15. Comprehensive Financial Associates is the official financial planner of the Heat for former and current players or clients, so contact CFA for your financial goals. Also, big shout out to Wawa, the new sponsor of the season for the Harrisburg Heat. Be sure to check out their new locations in the area and thank them for their support. Wawa is also on site tonight. Make sure you stop by a game, buy some tickets, because you might come away with some prizes from Wawa as you see some of the great fans here in attendance tonight. And the home opener for the Harrisburg Heat for this season Utica's yet to have their home opener. This is their third game on the road, but they will return officially home to Utica next week. I think it's next week. Yes, it's next week. In a little bit of time. The 29th, they'll take on the Heat again. And then the 31st, they'll take on the Baltimore Blast in back-to-back games. Both those games at 3:05 up in the Mohawk Valley. So we are back underway. Fourth quarter action. We switch directions. The Heat now going left to right. Nearly had the winner there. Tamarisi thought that was a goal. Pat Healy's calling for a review. He does not have his challenge available. He used in the second quarter on what he thought was a foul on Tamarisi. He lost that, so he doesn't have the challenge, but he thought the officials should look at it. And I'll be honest, I'm not sure we're going to have a great angle to tell the officials anything better than what they saw on the field. That is a tough one to spot because Coughlin grabs it in such a way that it's almost impossible to see. But it almost looked like Tavarese had his fourth and the lead for the Heat. In the meantime, Utica City's got possession as we're a minute in. This second half has been much more high-paced than the first half had been. There were times in the first half Utica FC held the ball kind of like they're doing now with very little pressure, and we're just passing around. In the meantime, the Heat have absolutely picked up the pace. Finally found out what the yellow card was. It was a bench misconduct in the third quarter. They officially put it on the head coach. That's why we didn't. I thought you still had to have someone in the box. They did not force anyone to come serve that call. By rule, I understand it to be that way. The officials didn't enforce it. But Utica City's gotten carded 3 times in that quarter, 2 blue cards and a yellow card. And neither blue card situation, as you see this foul. This is the goal chance by Tavarese. Yeah, that's going to... Oh, you know what? That is darn closer than I thought it was. I don't know if they could have overturned that. But man, that was a lot closer than I initially thought. That was a weird kick. Bounced a couple times off the wall. Chase Ford on the near side. Woods tracks it down. Harris. No, it pops free for the Heat. Coming back the other way. Shot just missed the far post. Francis has had 3 or 4 on his foot tonight that have just missed. A couple of high. That one just whistled past the post. I could never play goalie in this game. I played goalie my career on the field. The idea that if I dive and say, no, it's past the post, it shouldn't bang and come back out. Goalies have to be quick thinking in this game. Be ready for deflections. And bounces off the wall. Is this one played into the corner? Heat looking to try and take the lead for the first time tonight. De Silva plays it back out defensively to Schenfeld. He plays it far side. Trying to fight through his Dengler, who's got an assist tonight. He plays it down. De Silva off the wall. Opportunity shot in the goal. Harrisburg finds the lead. Avila, his first goal of the season, second on his career. And the Heat have a 1-goal lead. Watch this play by Dengler. Pops it into the corner. De Silva off the wall and another chance. That's back-to-back goals where Harrisburg has had a guy outrace a Utica FC player into the box and find the back of the net. This time it's Favila. He's got an assist. Now he's got a goal tonight. For the first time tonight, as I mentioned, Heat have the 6-5 lead, or any lead worth talking about in this one. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. Just head to MASLsoccer.com. Also a reminder, the MSAL's All-Star Game is headed to Utica, New York on February 12th. Follow the MASL on social media for updates on tickets, rosters, and more. We get a couple of whistles here. And the officials are going to give Utica City the start on the near side. Things have definitely ticked up in terms. Oh, what in the world? Oliveira somehow using a little bit of misdirection and movement caught Harrisburg completely off guard and pops that through on a restart. Watch this. Watch the guys on the right side are going to come through, and then suddenly he just fires in behind them. This is going to be a great angle to see how Silva never sees it. Right through traffic. What a goal. And we are tied once again. As Oliveira picks up his second of the game. And a rare unassisted tally. He now has 8 goals on the season in 3 games. Up ahead, Oliveira will run into the foot of Harris. Harris, who played at Delaware and UMBC, comes down the right-hand side. Off the wall, Coughlin has it well read. Quick up ahead. Picks up. That's Dantas, who's got a goal tonight, and he gets depossessed. Patton gets depossessed himself, and holding on to it is Utica FC. We're under 11 minutes to play in this one. Tied at 6 apiece. Feels like one of those games where you beg the question, are you not entertained? This one got entertaining quick in the 3rd quarter. Silva was way off its post there. Opportunity if Utica City could have taken advantage, but they couldn't. Harrisburg Heat trying to come up the boards. Pushing and shoving. Panton can't do anything with it. Francis is going to get called for the foul coming in on the backside. He apparently fouled Gerson in the meantime. Panton is still trying to pick himself off the ground himself, and Gerson is going to limp away from this one. A lot happening right in front of the extra officials. That's where I thought the initial one, but he did play the ball. I thought they all played the ball. Silva, in the meantime, picks up the ball on the other end of the field. He'd have it back. We're tied at 6 apiece, under 10 minutes to play in the game. A little delay there. Woods comes over, and it's going to go against the Heat here. They said it went off of Schenfeld's foot. Schenfeld from Valley, Chile. Played at Florida Memorial University, Florida National University. Played for the Baltimore Blast 2 seasons ago. Played 8 games for Harrisburg last year. 9:35 to play. They're holding on now. They've kind of lost a little bit of their momentum. That gave them 3 goals in the 3rd to tie this one at 5 apiece. And a goal in the 4th to take the lead. Oh, nice little play by Perry. He's still got possession, but he's got no numbers. Avila trying to come up the field, and now Perry is dumped. And not liking the call is Dantas, along with Avala, who every time the whistle blows, Avala seems to have a reaction to it. .9:10 remaining. 4th quarter here. And MASL action between the Utica City FC and the Harrisburg Heat. Tavarese shot, Coughlin, an amazing save. Tavarese was going for goal number 4 in the lead once again, and Coughlin has had his number twice. And now another foul called on the Heat, and there's a number of Harrisburg players who are borderline on a yellow card as that ball is headed out by Kerstetter. Oh, I'm Dave McHugh. Welcome in. Hope you're enjoying this one. Filling in tonight for a injured John Wilsbach. Ooh, that one just missed as Olivero was going for the hat trick. Wolfsbach's on the IR right now after ankle surgery due to his own athletic ambitions. Either that or he wanted Christmas off. We're not sure which. Wolfsbach will be back in January. Filling in tonight. And it's foul call on the Heat. It's going to give Utica City the restart. Harrisburg will be, after tomorrow night, won't be back home for a month. January 25th will be their third home game of the season. They do finish with a whole mess of home games. Oops. Played off the board. Silva nearly got to it. Perry's going to pick it up. Toe pokes it past the defender. He rushes on, tries to play it into the middle to Panton, and it wasn't working out. Actually, he was trying to play it to Yuri, who's got a tremendous goal tonight. And the Heat actually play 6 of their opening 8 on the road. And 9 of their opening 12 on the road before finally taking advantage of the home schedule, the backside. They only play 3 games between mid-February and end of March on the road. They play 9 of 12 here at the Equine Center. So 9 of 12 on the road to start the season, 9 of 12 to finish the season at home. Want a handball? They'll get it, will Utica. As Kerstetter calls for that one. Kerstetter, who's out of Halifax, Pennsylvania, played at Seton Hall University. Can't figure out. I've got notes that tell me he's in his 11th season. The MASL website says he's in his 6th. He's been around a while. That's all that really matters. 7:04 remaining here in the 4th. I thought we should have gotten a timeout there, but we blew through it. Next whistle should bring us a timeout. Misplay there. Bodies flying everywhere. Now bodies into the board. We'll get a whistle. We'll get a blue card, and we're going to get a stoppage as De Silva is called for the blue card. Both teams are borderline on dissent, to say the least. As Jace Berger picks himself off the boards, he will go to the bench to talk things over. And we will take a break to catch our breath. 6:44 remaining here in the 4th. Well, it should be a break. Yes, it will be. 6:44 remaining in the 4th. We're tied at 6 here on MASL TV.
Register your team in the Heat Youth Tournaments. You get game tickets, minimum of 3 games, MASL officials, medals for the winners, on field with the Heat players pregame, and much more. Get your team in today at HarrisburgHeat.com.
What do we do? What are you guys going to yell? Yes!
With the call from the 6th grade. We're on.
Want to see a Heat game? Get 10% Heat tickets with code HOLIDAY24. Find out more at HarrisburgHeat.com.
Indoor soccer fans, it's time to unleash a giant leap for fandom. Introducing MASL Indoor Soccer Fantasy Football. Build your dream team, invite your friends, and create your own draft league, all for free. Draft and trade players and win bragging rights as your team dominates the league. With MASLI Football, you're not just a fan, you're part of the action. Go to MASLI Football to sign up, get started, and play.
Welcome back. Tied at 6 apiece here at the Equine Arena at the PA Farmshow Complex in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Utica City FC in town. Harrisburg Heat hosting them, and it's tied at 6 apiece. It was 3-0 Utica City FC in this game before Harrisburg finally kind of came alive. They'd had a lot of close shots, but nothing on target. Now they found 2 quick ones in the second, but trailed 4-2 at the half. Third quarter was all them. 3-1 to tie it at 5 apiece, and it's been back and forth. They've led once in this game at 6-5. Utica FC has fought back to tie it at 6 apiece. I'm Dave McHugh. Hope you're enjoying this one from the comforts of your home, or maybe you're rewatching after being here at the Equine Center for this game. Good one, especially in the second half. Utica FC's got the power play here. De Silva called for the blue card, is in the penalty box, and so for the first time tonight, Utica City has a power play opportunity. They officially called De Silva for boarding after a sequence of about 1.5 minutes of a lot of contact between both teams. Finally went against the Heat on a call. That shot just a little bit high for De Andrade. De Andrade was a 2-time All-American at UMass Boston, as we mentioned earlier, and then Newberry. He, in his 3rd season, has made a difference. 38 goals, 26 assists, and 64 points in his career. He has had a pretty impressive indoor soccer season. Quick reminder, Heat offer camps and clinics year-round. Train with the pros and watch from your game improve. Heat running youth clinics prior to the games on February 20th and March 27th. Go to harrisburgheat.com to sign up tonight. 5.5 plus to play here. Utica City has gone back to what was working in the first half, and that's a patient passing game. Woods has it on the near side. Well, they had a wide open player on the far side, but Harrisburg's making it hard to get there, and there you saw the attempt to go, and Dengler deflects it away, but Utica FC holding on to it. Utica being smart with possession. And a steal at the top. Nope, can't hold on to it. Good effort there defensively by Schenfeld. Still the advantage for Utica FC. Close out and a defensive block by the Heat. It'll be a restart with 4:59 and about a handful of seconds left on the power play. Silva, though, not looking like he's ready to come back into the game. Looks like about 14 official seconds, actually. So we got our restart set in front. Silva the save after a double clutch attempt by De Andrade. De Andrade. Keep saying his name wrong. I'm going to apologize to his family and the Utica City fans. Ooh, big collision in the corner. Officials not buying it. De Andrade, who had 26 goals and 15 assists last season, trying to be the hero along with Oliveira. That time is Oliveira. Woods now with it. He's played an integral role tonight. We're back to even strength. 4:15 remaining. Woods tries to force his way past Harris. Harris not buying it. Woods, though, comes from behind to break up the run that Harrisburg had a 3-on-2 brewing. As De Silva comes out, wins the ball back. Oliveira wins it on the far side. He falls in a heap, and they're going to call a foul on Harris. Guys are definitely hitting the deck a little bit easier than you would anticipate, and easier than they were in the first half. 6-6, under 4 minutes to play. I will not mention right now what that could mean in under 4 minutes time. We'll wait a little bit. Utica City FC 1-0-1 on the season. The win and the overtime loss on the road last weekend on the West Coast against the Empire Strikers, scoring 4 goals in the fourth quarter to win that 9-6. And then storming back to tie the game against the Sockers. Here come the Heat, though, on a breakaway. We'll finish that thought in a moment. And De Silva hits the brakes, so we'll finish it now. Utica FC looked like they had it won in overtime against the Sockers as a foul called at midfield against Dengler. And now a whistle on the far side. I'm not sure what all the calls are here. Timeout called by Harrisburg. Their second timeout of the game. So to finish the thought, Utica City FC had a winner in a couple minutes into overtime against the Sockers, and it ended up being disallowed on an inadvertent elbow, and the Sockers went on to win. Hey, if you want Heat merchandise, make sure to go to HarrisburgHeat.com to pick up your latest Heat merchandise, or if you're at a game, make sure to check out the merchandise booth on site. Also, to check out the Heat schedule for future games, go to HarrisburgHeat.com to buy your tickets. If you have a group, get the great discounts provided by the Heat. Contact the Heat to get more detail. And again, next home game's tomorrow, Sunday, December 22nd, 5:05 as the Heat take on their rivals in the Baltimore Blast. Also a reminder, get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. Also, don't forget on Mondays, catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MSAL TV, on YouTube, and CBS Sports Palazzo Network. Special guests will be in, recap of the weekend's games, any of the hot topics that may be brewing in the MASL. You can find MASL Monday MASL TV on YouTube and CBS Sports Palazzo Network. .6-6, 3:09 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Heat has come back from trailing 3-0 in this game. Scored back-to-back goals to make it 3-2, trailed 4-2 at halftime. Tie it up at 5 apiece, took the lead 6-5. Now, they trailed 6-5, and then, I had that right, Utica City tied it at 6 apiece. Almost took the lead there in transition. Ball still in play, and Silva picks it up. Silva playing his first game of the season. Going to be an integral part of this Harrisburg Heat defensive unit. They've got a couple great goalies on this Harrisburg team. In the meantime, Heat with possession, trying to take the lead one last time. And now there's a review flag has been thrown from the Utica City side. And there you can see head coach Everton Marrera. I don't know. We'll find out what they think they're challenging. They think there were too many men on the field by Harrisburg, which is fascinating to consider. Usually got an official who's kind of watching those things. So again, you get one challenge per game. If you correctly challenge a play, you get that challenge back. But that's it. So I don't know how you're going to review this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of the Harrisburg players goes off and comes back on. In no sequence there do I see an extra Harrisburg player. You're going to see one leave there. Well, maybe they're saying he came on the field too early, and we're talking about the one there in the middle. I think that's Betcher. Here's a good angle, maybe. There's Betcher, and then you see the guy leaving the field. And that might be what the call is, that Betcher was way too far out on the field before his teammate got off. So Betcher's right there. He's coming on. Nope, they're not going to call it. So trying to find a reason. So call stands is not too many men. The big key to this is no one's got a review left. No one's got any challenges left. So for the final 2.5, the referees, if they want, can re-challenge, can challenge themselves. But no team can call it. That's an interesting decision there by Utica City to try and get a 2-minute advantage if they could there. There you see head coach Everton Marrera who threw that flag out there on the field. So we'll stay at even strength. Harrisburg looking for a chance to try and win it. De Silva on the boards, tries to play it back to himself, cannot. Coming in was Panton, the two of them battling several defenders. De Silva, got it. That's the second time De Silva that I've seen has gotten the back of one of the Utica City FC players with his hand, and it's the second time the players have immediately hit the deck. The first one, I think he pulled him a little bit. The second time, might have been a little bit of good gamesmanship from Oliveira, because I don't think there was enough contact to hit the deck. Referee's a lot closer to it than I was, so I can't say for sure if that's the right or wrong call. Buck 45 left. Heat have the ball back. Likely the next one to score is going to win this one, but Heat have scored quickly in succession 3 times tonight. Lose the ball there. Oliveira steals it back, throws it into the corner. If it's too far, goes over the boards. Heat are going to get it back here with 90 seconds left. They've called both their timeouts so far. We're back underway. Silva with the left foot. Alava heads it back. Degler kicks it up. No one can hold on to possession here. Utica City finally has it in their offensive end, looking for a chance. Overlap there onto the foot of Roberts. Roberts changes minds, go back to Lavala. He'll come to the near side to Woods. 67 seconds to play. Played up ahead. Dantas trying to do something with it. Degler all over him. In the middle, Lavala can't hold on to it, gets a foot to it, gets into a Harrisburg Heat foot. Under a minute to play, played up ahead. Heat are exhausted, they don't even chase this one. Should we stay tied, we will have a 10-minute overtime. It is sudden victory. We'll see how this plays out. At this point, it's probably sudden victory to whoever scores. And that one's going to hit the ceiling apparatus. Francis is having a night. He has missed a bunch of shots. He has hit the apparatus several times. He's had a couple go over the boards. He's had a frustrating night. He's also taken a yellow card and several times felt he was fouled and didn't get the call. He may have an interesting conversation at the end of the night. His timeout called by Utica City to talk things over with 35.7 seconds left and a free start at the top of the yellow line. We were talking about calls that Francis was a little frustrated with. Well, if you disagree with a call tonight, you might want to check out MASL's most controversial show, Under Review. Catch it every Friday on YouTube. I was actually watching that show leading into this game because I wanted more information on that San Diego and Utica game last week. Not only the overtime call, but there was that confusion with the call, the reviews in the second quarter, I think. Maybe it was first quarter. That show was pretty helpful for me. I want to thank Phil and Ryan for filling in the gaps on that. Catch it on Friday on YouTube. By the way, are you interested in running out with a Heat player during introduction or being part of the Parade of Champions here at the Equine Center before a game? Contact the Heat office to get more details. We promise your kids will love it. So again, if we stay tied at 6 apiece here, at the end of regulation, we'll play a 10-minute overtime. It's sudden victory. If for some reason we go 10 minutes without someone finding the back of the net, we'll go into a shootout. Best of 3 shootout. But first, Utica City's got a prime opportunity to find a goal here. They've got Oliveira on the right side here. Taking the ball is Dantas at the top. We'll play it to Oliveira. A little hesitation, back to Dantas. Dantas shot well missed. But did it go off of a Heat player? It may have gone off of Kerstetter, because they're going to give the corner there. A little razzle-dazzle. The Heat stayed there. It's going to be a corner kick. They said it went off of Kerstetter, so 33.1. And we'll get another restart from the corner. Silva's going to hold the post. He's going to put the 2-man wall to his left. Watch Oliveira. He's in the middle, and on the near side is Gerson. Oliveira's going to go to the far side. He gets the ball. Little left shot. somehow goes in off a deflection. Oliveira's got his third. He fired, hit a Heat player. Silva looked like he had it red, and it somehow ended up to Silva's right and into the back of the net, and Utica City has got the 7-6 lead with 29 seconds remaining. How in the world did this get through? Oliveira, nice little dummy there. Oh, it just goes off. It looks like a shoulder. Oh, Yuri's going to want that moment back. I think him turning his body caused him to deflect it past Silva instead of just hoping to take that off the chest. So 7-6 the lead now for Utica City. I believe I was wrong. Utica City's now called their 2 timeouts. I think Harrisburg just called their second. So that's it for timeouts for everybody with 29.3 on the clock. Harrisburg will restart with the ball. 3 times tonight, they have scored within seconds of Utica City scoring. Utica City got up 3-0. 7 seconds later, Harrisburg got their first. 5 seconds after that, they got their second. And then the third one happened in the third quarter. Utica City took a 5-4 lead with only 1:51 remaining in the quarter. And 25 seconds later, Harrisburg had tied it. So 3 times tonight, the Heat have shown that they can score quickly. They're going to have to do it tonight with 29.3 on the clock. Admittedly, some of the fans may not be buying into this opportunity. But I am. So let's reset things. Utica City with a 7-6 lead on the Harrisburg. 29.3 seconds left here in the fourth. We're coming to you live from the Equine Arena in the PA Farmshow Complex on MASL TV. I'm Dave McHugh. Thanks for tuning in tonight. First half, admittedly, maybe not the most thrilling. Second half has been pretty good soccer action. And the Heat trying to build an attack here, but they give it up at the top of the yellow line as Panton couldn't hold on to it. Of course, not playing with a goalie right now. Silva is out. They've actually got, I believe it's Harris in the designated goalie uniform, and now we're going to get a delay here on Bordeaux. As it does look like that is Harris. Yep, it's Harris in the orange. So he'll restart. 12.3 on the clock. Oh, waited for the ball was Panton. He gives it up. Utica City looking to just run out the clock if they have to. 4 seconds left. That's going to do it. Harrisburg Heat cannot make the miraculous comeback one more time, and Utica City has won 7 in a row against the Heat. Harrisburg just missing an opportunity. De Silva and Avala now having some words and have to be separated. De Silva pointing to his head. Avala not appreciating the extra conversation. The two have to be separated as the rest of the teams congratulate each other on a hard-fought game. Harrisburg down 3-0. Storm back, take the lead 6-5, but Utica City scores the final 2, including one with less than 30 seconds in the game to win this one. 7-6 to improve it 2-0-1. Harrisburg falls to 0-2. We'll take a break. We'll look back on this rather interesting battle between these two teams before wrapping things up. You're watching MASL TV.
Fremont Mortgage Group, with a 5-star rating and over 30 years of helping home buyers and homeowners. Fremont is recognized as one of the top lenders. Refinance, home purchase, commercial loans, SBA loans, and zero money down programs offered. Complimentary home warranty on qualifying purchases, too. For more information, contact them at fremontmortgage.com or 800-955-8508. And available 7 days a week. NMLS number 1846.
The best way to improve is to train with the pros. The Heat run camps and clinics year-round. Contact Kevin at harrisburgheat.com. Boys and girls indoor and outdoor. harrisburgheat.com.
The Heat are excited to announce the Heat Score 4 promotion thanks to our friends at Papa John's of Harrisburg and Central Pennsylvania. Whenever the Heat score 4 or more goals in any game, home or away, you can use code HEAT4 anytime over the following week at papajohns.com or on the Papa John's app to save 40% on your entire order. That's code HEAT4 for 40% off your online Papa John's order the entire week after any game where the Heat score 4.
Register your son or daughter for a Heat clinic run by Heat players pregame, and it includes a game ticket. To find out how, go to harrisburgheat.com.
Welcome back. Final score here tonight from the Equine Center at PA Farmshow Complex in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Utica City FC with a 7-6 win over the Heat of Harrisburg in a interesting first half and really hard-fought second half. We'll take a look back at how this one. Utica came out of the gates on fire. Look at this. 53 seconds in, goal by Berger from Dantas, and suddenly the Heat found themselves in a hole, and it didn't get much better. About 6.5 minutes later, Silva gets beat by Ronaldinho, I should say, off the assist from Pinal, and the Utica City kept pouring it on. Third goal, nice passing as Pinal gets it from Woods. 5.5 into the second quarter, but it would be a quick response from Harrisburg. After not having much of an offense, it was this goal by Tavernisi just 7 seconds after the Utica goal that makes it 3-1. 5 seconds later, Tavernisi gets his second off the bounce off the wall by Avila, and it's 3-2. Closing out the second quarter, though, Utica City would keep on the pressure, and Oliveira finally would get his first of the game. The feed from Woods, his second assist, and it was 4-2. We go into the third quarter, and the Heat would come alive. Yuri from De Silva on a great pass off the wall. That made it 4-3. And it wouldn't stop. Heat would score again. This time Tavarese for his third. Look at the feed from Silva, the misplay on the defense, and a brilliant goal to beat Coughlin as Tavernisi gets his third from Silva, and it was suddenly a 4-4 game. Utica City not going away, not going quietly. Dantas would pick up his second. It's back-to-back assists from the keepers as Coughlin would fire that one up ahead to Dantas. He'd get it past Silva, and Utica City would retake the lead 5-4 in the third. But the Harrisburg Heat would not go away. Less than 30 seconds later, Tavernisi with the feed to Wright, and Wright would beat his defender in, and we would tie it at 5 apiece. That would finish off the third, where the Heat would outscore Utica FC 3-1. Quickly up into the fourth quarter, 2.5 minutes in, Avila from De Silva, another almost similar goal as the previous, beating the defender to the spot, and the Heat had tied it, or taking the lead 6-5. And one of the more incredible goals from Oliveira, as he's able to sneak it through the traffic, running in front, beats Silva, who never saw it, ties it at 6 apiece, and then less than 30 seconds left in the game, Oliveira with the goal from Alves as he deflects it off of Yuri, and that would end up being the winner. Oliveira comes alive in the second half. The Heat come alive in the second half, but it was too much Utica City FC as they win 7-6. Heat are back at it here at the Equine Arena tomorrow night as they take on the Baltimore Blast. That's December 22nd, 5:05 as they take on the Blast for the second time in 3 games. Looking for their first win. Harrisburg will try and get at it. We'll welcome Joe Smith in to be your broadcaster for that one. In the meantime, for the entire production crew and everybody here with Harrisburg, I appreciate you tuning in. I'm Dave McHugh. Interesting first half, as we said. Thrilling second half, but the Heat falls short. Utica City gets their second win of the season, 7-6. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. You've been watching Major Arena Soccer League on MASL TV. Have a great evening.